All right, let's get this show started.
Let's start today's news with Islam Makhachev working on his boxing. The reigning UFC lightweight champion shared a video on social media showcasing his boxing skills in preparation for his upcoming UFC 302 fight against Dustin Poirier. On his podcast, Islam Makhachev's head coach, Javier Mendez, said that Justin Gaethje was the biggest threat to Islam, but after recently losing to Max Holloway at UFC 300, Justin's out of the picture for now.
Yeah, to me, the guy out of all the guys that I thought was for us stylistically was very dangerous out of all of them. I thought it was Justin Gaethje, stylistically, because of his wrestling, pedigree, and his striking is really good, strong, and it's all apples and oranges, right? Because everybody brings a different skill set. So I thought that he was the biggest threat for us, and now he's probably never going to be in the picture for us going forward. No need to talk about him for us as a threat because he's never going to be there anymore, I don't think.
Jorge Masvidal reveals the biggest payday of his UFC career. Masvidal was able to secure some very good paydays during the final few years of his UFC run. In a recent interview with DJ Vlad, Gamebred revealed he got paid $5 million to fight Kamaru Usman on short notice at UFC 251. You can watch the full interview on DJ Vlad's YouTube channel. The link is in today's video description.
And 6 days before the fight, the other route that they went with catches corona. And now the UFC calls me and they need somebody that could fill in a 6-day notice, fly across the world and cut 20 pounds of water in these 6 days and fight for a world title. And there's only one motherfucker in the whole world that could get that call for the bat signal, and that's this dude here. But I had to get paid, and I had to get paid very fucking handsomely for doing this. So they gave in to all my demands that I had.
The most you ever made off a fight was $5 million. Was it that fight?
Yeah, that's one of them. That's one of the fights that I made the most money, period. Because we ended up selling like right under 1.3 million pay-per-views. If I hadn't struck that deal with the UFC, I wouldn't have got nowhere near 5 million. I would have sold the same amount and got nowhere near 5 million. And I would have just felt like I got taken advantage of it. So part of me, the business side of me, the pride side of the fight was very, very much satisfied and happy, for my kids, for myself, my family. But the guy that always wanted that world title belt wasn't,
Belal Muhammad predicts how a fight versus Leon Edwards would go. Belal has quite the prediction for his fight against Leon Edwards. Responding to a fan on X who asked how he sees a fight with Leon playing out, Belal wrote, "I picture me coming out piecing him up with boxing the first round, then second round I start kicking him and hurting him to the body, then third round I start clinching him and hurting him with elbows, then in between rounds my coach tells me to stop playing with my food, but I don't listen, and then fourth round I take him down and start getting him in submissions to the point of him tapping, but then I let him go until I hear his coach scream the magic words from the corner. Then at that point, I lick my lips and I'll point to the ground like Max Holloway, and Leon will look at me in fear. Then I'll shoot takedown and win 50-42 on all three judges' scorecards." Colby Covington rejects UFC 303 fight against Garry. For months now, Covington and Garry have engaged in a verbal back and forth, and it's been drumming up anticipation for a fight between the two. However, Covington has now shed light as to his comeback date during a recent appearance on the Hodge Twins podcast. There he confirmed that he will for sure return in the summer, aiming to compete on the UFC 303 card, which Conor McGregor is set to headline. Covington also said he is searching for an opponent who could propel him back into title contention if he wins, explicitly stating that Garry ain't that guy.
So what you got coming up? Future, you got any fights or?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight this summer for sure. Someone's gonna get fought. So, they're trying to figure out who the biggest name and the best business that we can do for the UFC. So International Fight Week is like their big event in the summer, capped off by this big pay-per-view on Saturday. So I think that's when they're planning for me, is International Fight Week, just trying to figure out who's gonna be the guy.
You got anybody in your sights yet, or who's your biggest beef right now?
I got unfinished business with my last fight. Leon Edwards, the guy that has the title right now. I broke my foot in the first 5 seconds of the fight. I threw a kick. It broke in 3 different places. So that wasn't me that night. So whoever I have to go through to get
that was
back
your last fight.
That was my last fight, December.
So is he probably gonna be your next fight?
No, I'm going to probably have to fight someone else to get back to him. So whoever, there's this kid that's been calling me out, you know, this kid, Garry. He's a nobody. You know, I gave him some stipulations. I said, hey, man, if you want to fight me, you have to show me you're serious about business, because when I do business, I'm serious about it. He has to show me he's serious. He was supposed to be in the last fight in the press conference. He pulls out the day of the press conference. So that shows me that he's not serious.
Darren Till responds to Mike Perry's call out following his 60-second knockout win against Thiago Alves in the main event of BKFC KnuckleMania 4 on Saturday night. Perry cut an angry promo where he called Till out for a fight in the BKFC. Now, a few days after the fight, Perry took to Instagram and released a recent voice message from Darren.
Perry, I'm with Wally, yeah. If I can't knock you out, he'll sit you off in the bushes and he'll blow your fucking bird's brains out of your fucking soft. Who do you think you are? You'll never come to England and beat me, you little fucking piece of shit. You divvy.
Captioned, I have a reason why I called out Darren Till. He sits over there talking unforgivable shit. It's a fight that has needed to happen. All these people talk trash and don't last long in the ring with me, period. I fought at 185, light heavy in boxing class, so if they want to offer me the bare knuckle FC title, cause none of them champions move the needle, I'll fight for the 185 BKFC title against a champion who has respectable morals. Train a slaughter, stop playing with me. Till responded by writing, at Platinum Mike Perry, decapitate you. It looks like this fight might finally happen, as Till also posted a story from the gym captioned, camp starts today. BKFC KnuckleMania 4 salaries have been revealed. The California State Athletic Commission has released the event salary report. As always, these figures do not represent a fighter's total earnings, as sponsorship incomes, discretionary bonuses, and other assorted incomes are not publicly disclosed. Here's the full list. Mike Perry made $600K, Thiago Alves $200K, Mike Terrell $100K, Lorenzo Hunt $100K, Ben Rothwell $150K, Todd Duffy $85K, Alfredo Angulo $19.5K, Jeremiah Riggs $8K, Julian Lane $20K, Evgeny Kurdanov $12.5K, Crystal Pittman $500, Sidney Smith $8K, David Diaz $4K, Shane Jordan $4K, Andrew Angelcourt $5K, Ruben War $6K, Daniel Alvarez $7.5K, Victor Rosa $6K, Vinny Familari $5K, Fernando Gonzalez $6K, Tommy Aaron $6K, Richard Brooks $5K, Keith Richardson $6K, Cody Vidal $5K. It's time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Instagram and was posted by As Shopped As It Gets. Second place meme was found over on Facebook and was posted by Robert. And the top picked meme was found over on Reddit and was posted by Honest Operation 936. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.